And welcome into this edition of ACAP Today for the week of July 18th, 2022. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. On this week's edition of ACAP Today, we're going to talk about the new Electronic Farmers Market Nutrition Program and the excitement of that with members of our WIC team and a local farmer who's doing a fantastic job connecting WIC customers with fresh produce here in Aroostook County. We're going to get to that conversation in just a little bit, but before we do that, we always start with our news and information that you can use, and we're going to do that again for this, the week of the 18th of July, 2022, and we begin with the potato fields in full bloom. This is a picture here just taken last week from ACAP's 50th anniversary potato plot that is in St. John Plantation. This potato field is in full bloom. It's Red Norland potatoes. That's the brand that's being grown in the field, and we're looking forward to harvesting it in a little bit. We'll have a little bit more on this in just a bit, but first, our top news story this week is Taxpalooza 2.0. It's happening this Wednesday, July 20th, between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. at ACAP's 771 Main Street Customer Service Center right near Walmart. It's the second variation of this. We did one at the end of June as well, and we're trying to get well over 1,200 Aroostook County senior citizens who don't regularly file Maine, state, or federal income taxes. We're only going to help you file your Maine income taxes because that's what will help you get the $850 relief check. We're pleased to report that in addition to the $850 relief check, on average, most other individual seniors get about $130 and most couples get $180, though we have seen some seniors get many more of that than that. So if you are currently scheduled, we've been calling folks and scheduling them for that day, folks who have called us in the past. You can call us at 764-3721, or we are welcoming walk-ins on that day on July 20th. Again, as a reminder, you must be eligible. You must be a full-time Maine resident to be eligible. And of course, you must file the 2020 income tax return by the 31st of October, which is why we're helping folks. Income qualification guidelines are there, but for folks who haven't filed taxes, odds are you do qualify. And if you are unable to make it on this Wednesday, July 20th, we are encouraging you to contact our ACAP office and make an appointment. Some of our team of navigators are scheduling appointments on a regular basis, and they can help you with filing your income tax return for the state of Maine to help you allocate that $850 benefit. And we want to remind you of another series of events happening this week. It's our collection drives for our Stuff the Bus annual event. We'll be giving away backpacks and school supplies later on in this summer, and we'll be publicizing that date in a little bit. But this is a partnership of United Way of Aroostook, Aroostook County Action Program, Adopt a Block of Aroostook, Town Square Media, as well as Katahdin Trust. There will be live broadcast and special collection drives on Wednesday, July 20th at the Walmart in Holton from 2 to 5 p.m. and on this Thursday, July 21st from 2 to 5 at Walmart in Presque Isle. That's not the only times that you can purchase and drop off school supplies. They will be ongoing for a period of time at both of those Walmart facilities. You can also gladly drop by school supplies for us to distribute at any ACAP location across Aroostook County or at the United Way of Aroostook in the Aroostook Center Mall. We encourage you to help, especially this year. The cost of everything has gone up, including school supplies. So we are certain that more children and more families will be turning to us for this support this school year. And again, we'll be publicizing when we will be doing our backpack distribution and clothing drive activities at our location in Presque Isle in the coming weeks. Speaking of school startup, the Head Start and Early Head Start program are gearing up for another year, and they are taking program registrations at this time. If you have a child from birth all the way through the age of 5, actually, if you're a pregnant mom and would like to register for the Early Head Start program, you can do that as well. We have Head Start programs available in Caribou, Dyer Brook, Fort Kent, Holton, and Presque Isle, and we also have some preschool partnerships in Caribou, Dyer Brook, Fort Kent, Presque Isle, and new this year, Limestone and Van Buren. So we're looking forward to those programs starting up this fall. So Early Head Start and Head Start programs are closer to you than they have been in a very long time, and we encourage you to look into that. You can call us at 554-4176, or you can find the application right at acap-me.org. We also want to congratulate the winner of our art contest for our 50th anniversary potato bag that will be produced by Northeast Publishing. She is Gert Thibodeau of Fort Kent. We visited at her home. We also honored her at the Maine Potato Blossom Festival Parade this past Saturday, where we have formally unveiled this drawing that will be gracing the potato bag. That will be going into production shortly by Northeast Packaging, and those bags will be available for when we harvest the potato field on the 9th of September up in St. John Plantation at GB&D Pelletier Farms. We thank our partners GB&D Pelletier Farms and Northeast Packaging Company, and congratulate Gert Daigle. We had 15 design submissions for the potato bag design contest, all of which were very well deserving, and we had a panel of about 20 judges from across Aroostook County and some of the sponsors as well. So we thank them for their support. But again, congratulations to Gert Thibodeau of Fort Kent on this great design that she did. And we also want to remind folks that we are out and about this summer. ACAP team members are spanning the county with information about all the programs and services we offer. We're at more than a dozen community festivals and summer events. This was at the Party at the Pad held earlier in the month of July at the Splash Pad in Presque Isle, which is a partnership of ACAP's 5210 Let's Go program and the Northern Light A.R. Gould Hospital. We will be at the Party at the Pad next on July 27th, weather permitting, and we invite you to join us for some fun and festivities there as well. While you're out and about, we also want to encourage you to connect with members that are wearing this 50th anniversary t-shirt. These are members of our team who were staffing the 75th Maine Potato Blossom Festival Family Fun Day, which was sponsored in part by ACAP just a couple of weekends ago. And so we want to encourage you to look for these folks, because if you are participating in ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt, the Goose Chase powered by Goose Chase on your cell phone, and competing for the prizes, one of the opportunities to gain points in the ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt on Goose Chase is to take a picture, a selfie with a member of the ACAP team in that t-shirt. So be on the lookout for those folks. And if you don't know about the ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt, ask one of the folks at a community event wearing one of those t-shirts about it and about how you can get on. There are some wonderful cash prizes that will be drawn at the end of the summer for participants. And it's a really good time, and it really helps you learn more about Aroostook County, learn more about the beauty that surrounds us, and a little bit more about ACAP as we celebrate our 50th anniversary as well. So it's a really good time. And there's an interactive leaderboard there, so you can see how you're scoring compared to the other more than 100 people already registered now for ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt powered by Goose Chase. We also want to remind folks that ACAP has released our new strategic plan. It's available on our website under publications and news. It essentially looks at 5 focus areas to increase affordable access to quality childcare, access to affordable housing, enhance holistic person-centered healthcare, strengthen employment opportunities and practices, and increasing access to transportation. Those 5 areas were determined by the community needs assessment that we conducted in 2021. And so we encourage you to check out the strategic plan on ACAP's website, again, under the news and publications section at www.acap-me.org. And we're going to be talking about this in just a little bit about this program as well. But the summer farmers markets through ACAP's WIC program have begun. They began last Wednesday, July 13th, and they will continue. There are 6 more dates to come: the 28th of July, the 4th of August, the 17th of August, 29th of August, and the 8th and 14th of September. You can access fresh, locally grown produce by our partners at Gone Farms, as well as some healthy recipes, free giveaways, and be connected with other community services here at ACAP while you are participating in that. And the farmers market, we remind you, is not only open to ACAP program participants or WIC participants, but it is open to the public, and we encourage members to visit in the very convenient location in the parking lot of our ACAP facility by Walmart in Presque Isle on the dates on your screen. And also, we're going to be talking with our WIC team in just a little bit, or members of our WIC team, but we're reminding folks as well in light of the formula shortage that if your usual formula is not on the shelf, it's likely not part of the recall. So typically WIC benefits cover the Similac formula, but if you aren't sure which formulas are approved and right for you, we're encouraging you to contact us at this time. All WIC participants will need to switch back to the WIC approved formula by September 1st. That's the current deadline. That's what we're anticipating at this point. But if you have any questions about formula at this point, especially in regards to the shortage, please reach out to us here at ACAP in our WIC program specifically. We also want to remind folks that we are looking for Aroostook County youth age 18 to 24 to participate in a youth career program that helps youth advance in educational opportunities, learn what employers are looking for, helps connect you with local employers, and helps support some of the salaried work through that time, but also helps you with cover and resume letter development and other supports that you need to help be successful in obtaining or being employed. So if you are a youth age 16 through 24 or know one, we encourage you to refer them to this program and to connect with us. kwilliams@acap-me.org is one way to get in touch with us. You can call our main line number or 554-4137 and connect with us. We're also reminding households out there that the Federal Communications Commission is offering, through the Affordable Connectivity Program, benefits that help essentially ensure that households can afford broadband that they need to connect for work, school, healthcare, and more. The benefit provides a discount of up to $30 per month toward internet service for eligible households, and up to $75 per month for those on qualifying tribal lands. Now, eligible households can also receive a one-time discount of up to $100 toward the purchase of the hardware, be it a laptop, desktop computer, or tablet, to participate if they contribute, in fact, $10, more than $10 and less than $50 toward the purchase price. So the Affordable Connectivity Program is limited to one monthly service discount and one device discount per household. You can visit the FCC's website there on your screen. We are also reminding homeowners out there that if you're finding yourself in a difficult situation and have been unable and been unsuccessful in working with your lender to be able to defer payment of your mortgage, or you've exhausted that, there is a Maine Home Assistance Fund program now available that can provide up to $25,000 per eligible household. It's a much more complex program than the rental assistance program and quite a bit more difficult and challenging to get into. So what we're really encouraging folks to do is, if they have questions, to give us a call at 764-3721 and ask about the Homeowner Assistance Fund. You can also go online to maine.gov/homeassist and learn more about the program and complete an online application. If you have any difficulty completing an online application or difficulty getting online, we can help you and actually complete the application over the phone with you. Again, 764-3721, and ask for our Homeowner Assistance Program as it relates to this program. For renters, there's the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, though that is starting to run out of funds at this point. We are encouraging Aroostook County households that meet the income eligibility guidelines listed there on your screen, who are renters, to consider applying for the Maine Rent Relief Program. You can go to mainrentrelief.com or call our agency and we can help you with the application program online. We're not certain how much longer this program is going to be available, as funds are rapidly being depleted. But it is worth an application, especially if you're a senior citizen out there struggling to pay your rent because of the cost of everything right now. This could be something that would be a benefit to you for the coming months. It's about a 4 to 8 week application period, given the processing time, but certainly well worth it. So I will again encourage folks out there who are having challenging time paying their rent because of the cost of everything to consider looking into this program if you haven't already. And we also want to remind folks that COVID-19 levels in Aroostook County are now in yellow. After several weeks of being in the green, Aroostook County is the only county in the state right now at the medium level. Of course, these figures were per the week of the 11th of July. So if these figures are no longer accurate, or if this status is no longer accurate, my apologies, but this is the latest information that we had at the time of recording. We're encouraging folks out there, if they haven't been boosted or vaccinated, to go to maine.gov/ COVID-19/vaccines. And also, as it relates to that, the COVID-19 vaccines are now approved for children 5 and under. We're encouraging folks to have conversations with their pediatricians or other providers at this point about scheduling that vaccination and talking about what's best for your child under the age of 5. We also remind folks that free at-home COVID-19 tests are available both through covidtest.gov and through accesscovidtest.org, both of those websites. There's also a number there on your screen. They have been refreshing the orders. So for folks who have previously ordered from a specific household, the odds are that you have the opportunity, especially at covidtest.gov, to order another set of at-home tests to be delivered to your home. Again, if you feel you are in need of those, we encourage you to take advantage of this free offer. And lastly, in terms of COVID community supports, if you are finding yourself in a situation where you're asked to isolate or quarantine in your home and you are in need of help with things like grocery delivery, we encourage you to give us a call here at ACAP or to go to the main DHHS website and you can apply for COVID-19 community supports. We'll have those delivered to your home to help you be able to stay in quarantine safely. So again, please give us a call or go to the DHHS website to sign up for COVID social supports if you are in this position. And lastly, if we have not talked about something in this broadcast and you are in need of any assistance at this point or struggling with something, we are here for you at ACAP. Please give us a call at 764-3721. We have a team of navigators that can support you through this difficult and challenging time, and look forward to being able to help you in that regard. That's this week's news and information you can use. I'm so pleased now to welcome to the program some guests who have joined us to discuss a wonderful new benefit, specifically with local farmers markets, that allows WIC participants to really much better access those programs and those wonderful fresh produce that are starting to become very plentiful this time of year right here in the county. First and foremost, I want to welcome members of our WIC team, our return guests to the program. Rochelle Roy, welcome back.
Thank you, Jason. It's great to be back.
It is great to have you back. And Katie Faulkner, who is on the road but joining us remotely in a true Aroostook County fashion. We're on the road very often to get from here to there. And actually, Katie, you're headed downstate, but thank you for taking the time to be with us virtually. And she's frozen, so hopefully we'll catch her in a better spot in just a little bit. But also, we're very pleased to have with us one of our amazing community partners on so many fronts these days, and a long-standing partner with our WIC Farmers Market, Gons Farms, and Katie Shannon from Gons. Katie, welcome to ACAP Today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here with you guys today.
Awesome. So why don't we start with Rochelle about talking about this new and exciting opportunity that families who are enrolled in the WIC program have. Tell us about EFMNP.
All right. Well, a few years back, actually, right when COVID hit, the State of Maine WIC program converted from the paper benefits that we had always had to an eWIC card. Which added the technology piece, but also added so much more to the program with the availability of being able to shop when you needed things. Things were much more discreet, easier to take bringing the whole process into a much easier way of shopping. Well, this year, as of we closed out farmers market from last year, and then we were notified that we no longer had a way to provide the paper benefit. There were no other places that were actually going to be allowing this to happen. So actually, the state of Maine WIC program came up with an idea of how are we going to provide this fresh, locally grown produce benefit to our participants and support our local farmers, because our farmers are what basically supports our economy here in the state of Maine. So we are piloting what is called the Electronic Farmers Market Nutrition Program, which actually it's the process of, instead of having a paper benefit, you actually download a benefit app to your phone or set up an account on your home computer, and you put in your email address, you connect your card to it, and you're going to, as of July 1st, anybody over 12 months that's on the program will actually get a $10 benefit directly added to this app, which will show up on the BNFT app, which is, again, it's an additional app to the WIC Shopper app. However, this will also allow you to use your your monthly fruit and vegetable benefit at the farmer's market as well. So what happens is you set this account up, you open it up, and you're given a barcode. This barcode can be scanned by the farmer. It is set up so that it automatically takes the $10 off first, and then it goes to your monthly fruit and vegetable benefit. We have been fortunate enough so that all of our, pretty much through COVID, there was an increase with the fruit and vegetable benefit, which has been hugely helpful with the rising cost of every grocery here in the area and around the nation. So this has been very helpful for our participants. And it allows us to, again, support our farmers because they are so important to us. So it's been a challenge to try to get everything out so quickly with all the changes. However, we did host Katie here yesterday and worked on getting some of the bugs out, and things went pretty smoothly.
They did.
Yeah, Katie, talk about the benefit for customers who come to your both your farm site as well as when you're out and about in the community to be able to access this service and to be able to access the fresh fruits and vegetables in this way.
Absolutely. So we've actually, my family, Don's Farm, we've been partnered with ACAP and the WIC program for at least 25 years. And we found it very beneficial to both us to meet, families in the community, as well as beneficial to the clients of the WIC, so that they can shop and actually get to choose local produce, meet the farmers that grow it. And it's more of kind of like a hands-on educational point to show their children of how fruits and vegetables are grown. So when we are able to set up at different locations across all of Aroostook County's communities, we're meeting people from towns that might not be able to travel to our farm, so they're able to shop right there. Or if they do come to our farm, we actually allow them to head out to the fields and pick their own strawberries or pick their own raspberries. And that's a great benefit for them. Not everyone gets that opportunity. So if there's a program that can support that, we want to be involved with it.
And I know that you and the family at Gons have really been, taking a lot of measures in recent years to be able to ensure that people can access fresh fruits and vegetables in numerous payment methods. I mean, I go in regularly and use my debit card and things like that. And I think that that's part of the, changing and evolving customer experience. And this is the same case for WIC customers in this particular case, to be able to, use and access technology to be able to make those transactions happen, really help to increase that access.
Yes, sometimes it's very trial and error to keep up with the technology in order to, take on these new forms of payments, but we're always willing to try to step up and be able to accept all forms of payment and programs, so we're able to help more of the community.
So while I have you on, Katie, let me ask you about how the growing season is going. I know that you had your first farmers market here last week, and we had fruits and vegetables, of course, strawberries. There were some raspberries, my personal favorite, as you know, but we had some new potatoes. So how are things going and growing?
Actually, our fields look beautiful. I think they've looked actually best they've looked in a few years, despite all the rain that Aroostook County has received this spring. Luckily, when the rain showers move in, it kind of just lightly splits around the farm and just gives us the little showers that we need. Not too wet, not too dry. We've had a great, amazing crew this year that helps weed the fields. Everything looks pretty plentiful. We ourselves might be a week or two behind on some things coming off, but that's because we're so busy in the greenhouses in spring, so we get to planting a tad bit late, but everything is going to come off and look beautiful.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing the next farmers market and the growing number. It's kind of always seeing things change and things come into season, go out of season, and by the time we get to about the height of the growing season, by the time usually the corn comes out, there's all kinds of plentiful. So Rochelle, Roy, from that perspective, for WIC customers out there, it's really worth getting connected with this new product that's available to them.
Absolutely, Jason. It's very convenient in the fact that most of them all have their phones with them. So, they don't have to worry, they don't have to remember to bring a voucher with them. And when they come to our markets where we host Katie, we have all kinds of other connections that we're able to make for them, as well as we provide a lot of what's kind of the product of the day. We do a taste test of something. It's always a surprise. And then lots of other connections for them, from getting involved with all our other programs here at ACAP. So there certainly is benefit all around for everything.
That's great to hear. As the season goes on and folks are looking, are there benefits to folks outside, maybe who have transportation challenges and maybe who live up in the St. John Valley or Southern Aroostook, Rochelle, who it might not be as convenient to get to our farmers markets here, but who you access up in the valley, who can use this new technology at other local farms, or are we working on expanding that? What is the status of that at this point?
We actually, Jason, have farmers throughout Aroostook County. Bushard Farms is one of ours up in the valley. And then we do have a couple of local farmers like Scavenger that Scavenger produce. They will go up to the valley and set up their truck at different locations. So, and just like that, we have some down in Holton, and we're part of the Holton Farmers Market and have Tiny Farmers and Gallifreyan Farm out of the south of Aroostook. So we certainly span the Aroostook County area. Our farmers aren't as plentiful as they have been in the past. Any farmer that would love to join us, we'd love to have you. Please reach out and we can talk to you about getting connected, just because it makes it so much easier for our families to be able to access you in their local areas. But yes, please reach out, and it's a great thing to get involved with because you can learn so much more than just obtaining produce.
Yeah, indeed. And so let's, Katie, let's talk about the upcoming, oops, we lost Katie's video there for a moment. But I think we still have her audio. So Katie, if you can still hear us.
I can.
Great. So I'll actually bring up on the screen the image of the upcoming dates of the farmers market.
Sure.
Talk a little bit about what happens at these farmers markets. I know Rochelle was sharing, there's other information there, but when you are planning for a WIC farmers market at ACAP, and again, these are open to the public, when you're sort of packing things up and looking at what customers want and customers connect with, what goes through your planning work?
So berries is always the biggest want. Kids love berries, fresh fruit. So I try to pick dates where I know we'll have tons of berries available as an item that they can purchase. So that's, to me, the most important one. And we don't always have berries throughout the season, so I try to pick a couple different dates where we'd have those ready. Further on as the season goes, we have one item that always is the hot commodity, so I tend to pick and bring more of that item. I like to introduce new things randomly. Sometimes we'll throw in some banana peppers, which aren't always a big hit, but I'm able to communicate and talk to the clients with, what are options they can do with those. I always just try to bring different produce, and each date that I come is a different portion of our yields.
When you look back at have you seen things that you've like sort of introduced in past years that really have taken off, and you know, like you've sort of built a customer base, and when you're planting in the spring, you know, plant more because they were so popular at either Wick farmers markets or at your farm, or at other stands that you do at different farmers markets across the county?
Absolutely. So beans.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves yellow beans. At first, we'd always grow more green beans, but I don't know if it's because Aroostook County has such old roots that seniors like yellow beans. And I don't know if it's more of like a Canadian thing, but where we have such strong Canadian roots, the demand for yellow beans is high. And so we've planted more of those over the years. And now when I come to Wick, I bring those, and people, or clients, I should say, have not seen a yellow bean. So I always let them sample them, and then they end up purchasing the yellow bean, and it becomes a new favorite.
Yeah, there's nothing like, I love when the yellow and the green beans come out, and the new potatoes to do a boiled dinner at
Yeah,
that time of year. That's always it's just, it tastes different than when you try to do it without the new potatoes and the new yellow and green beans that are, I like a mixture in mine. So we just brought up the dates. We're looking at July 28th. So you're back with us. That's
yep.
Next Thursday. And then August 4th, 17th, 29th, September 8th, and September 14th as the next dates of the Wick Farmers Markets. Also, Katie, tell us where else you are at. So in case folks can't make it during the week or whatever, I know that you can always go to the farm stand, as I do on the weekends. And the bonus there is you can get ice cream as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, along with going to ACAP to set up, we do set up in the Aroostook Center Mall parking lot every Saturday from 9 to 1. We also set up in Caribou in downtown. It's a little more convenient for people living on the north side of town. We set up at the Assembly of God across from Reno's. We try to be there Thursday and Friday each week.
Great. Anything else, Rochelle, that we've missed that you wanted to make sure we got across to folks in this broadcast?
I don't think so. When you were speaking about what kids like to try, it brought me back to when my kids were little and they really loved cauliflower, and Katie grew a almost fluorescent green one, and she grew a purple one and a white one, and that was just a huge hit in our household. So she certainly does cater to a lot of the kids and just trying to get them to try new things. So we really appreciate all she's done for us.
Yes, we certainly do, Katie. We are very pleased. We're just going to tease it at this, that we have an amazing project, partnership project that we're going to be launching later this summer with our friends at Gons Farms, and we're really looking forward to getting some more information out there. So we're just going to put that teaser out there for now for folks, but we're really looking forward to it, and we really appreciate our partnership with your family to help get fresh fruits and vegetables into the hands of families across Aroostook County. At this time, this point in time, with the cost of everything and people not always knowing where their food comes from, I think that the resurgence of the family farm is something that's critically important here in our country, and certainly here in our county. And so hats off to you and your family, and thank you for all that you do to partner with us, but also to help feed this county.
Thank you very much. Thank you for letting us be a part of it.
We're excited. We're looking forward to it. And I'm guessing we're going to have Katie back on here to talk about that exciting venture in not too many weeks from now. So we'll probably be seeing Katie back on this program, and maybe we'll actually have you outside that time. Maybe we'll get you on the phone and we can tour us on the outside of the farm. Well, thank you both, Rochelle and Katie. And sorry we missed the other Katie. Katie Faulkner's connection dropped for us, but we'll catch up with her in another edition of ACAP Today. Maybe when we visit with the Gone family the next time, she can be out there with you as well. Before we leave all of you out there, though, we want to share with you, as we usually do before we leave folks on our edition of ACAP Today, we have our snapshot of the week. And all this year, because of our 50th anniversary, we've been doing throwback snapshots of the week. And this week, we take you back to the early 1990s and members of our employment and training, that present day workforce development team. These were members Alton Hedstrom, who is now retired from ACAP, actually know Al and his wife Sharon very well, and Sandy Williams, who continues to work for ACAP and is now part of our finance team. Both of them were part of our workforce development team back in the early 1990s, and we're fortunate that they were both members of our team in service to others across the community and helping to connect people with employment here in Aroostook County. Very worthwhile and vital work. So thank you to Alton Hedstrom and Sandy Williams and all of our team members who over the last 50 years have made a profound impact in the communities of Aroostook County. With that, that's this week's edition of ACAP Today. We'll see you next week for another edition. Until then, have a great week, everyone.